2019. I need to watch this. I need to watch this. What's this crazy cat all about? Hold up, this is the area where I thank the people who aren't watching this video live, who are watching after the fact. We've got some farming action for you. We've got some, we're currently contracting, because that farm's only small. We've got an Ode International Harvester 1255 XL, and a trailer, a plough, a drag, and a seed drill to our name. So we're taking on some extra work. Lily Rose is here. You honour me with your presence. This is Farming Simulator 19. Let's get stuck in. Where are we? There. I hope you're well, Lily Rose. I hope life is treating you well. This is a farming game. We're going to buy a dog, so don't get too panicked. There's still going to be someone in there for everyone, and we will call the dog Wayne. Yes, we will call that dog Wayne. Of course we will. We have to. We have to call it Wayne. So this is Oakfield Farm. We're pretending it's in Lincolnshire. And yes, I am wearing, that's right, a wax jacket and a flat cap. We've got farming to do. Serious farming action to do. We're all tight lanes here. We don't have these big prairie farms. Small machinery, tight lanes. If that floats your boat, gamers, then you're in the right place. And a bit of role play as well. We'll make up a story to go with this adventure. Realism. Very realistic playthrough. Very realistic playthrough. Heck, look what I'm wearing. Can't get much more realistic than that, can it? So thanks for tuning in. If you're new, don't forget to click subscribe. That would be amazing. That would be game changing for me. That's a fact. Right, it's dark and I'm wearing sunglasses. Of course it's started in our home, which is miles away from where I need to be. Battle of Britain Memorial Flight, doing an overnight flyby. That's a little awkward because Field 36 was quite some distance away. I can't even get out of this building. There's no lights inside. What time is it? midnight. So I've just popped home for a brew. It was getting to be a long day out in that field. My mouth was rusty, full of dust from the harvester. Luckily for me, we've got the 1255 XL, which I'm going to use pretty much like my car to get me back down to the field that we need to be in. Where did we park the old girl? I think we left her in this shed, didn't we? Oh no, yeah, we had that woman hired, didn't we? We hired a woman. She's been taking wages out my bank, unbeknownst to me. So we'll quickly, there's a little gap in the hedge I can squeeze through. It's field 1 that we own, so just behind the silver birch is a little push through for us. Keep going, don't you dare stop. Okay, where? We told her to plough this field, and I gave her my direct bank details. And she seems to have been taking a rather inordinate amount of money out my bank account for sitting in a field doing nothing. I hope she's done a good job as well. So just a little gap in the hedge there. We need to find her. She's in our Pride and Joy that we bought off Brian, the agricultural dealer. Somebody suggests to me she's done an absolutely terrible job. Now, she's either ploughing in the dark or she's parked up having a brew. There we go, there she is. What's she up to? Either which way, we're sacking the woman as soon as we make contact with her. She's walked off. She's just abandoned, and she's been taking money out of my account. Absolutely unacceptable. Okay, what we're going to have to do is we'll get in. All lights on. We'll drop the plough down. Detach. Realism. Don't forget the realism. Now let's... Oof, do you want to... Look around. She's done something, so I don't want to undo some of the work that we've paid vast amounts of money for. If I was earning what she was earning a day, I don't think we'd need to be worrying about doing all this contracting work that we're doing, but we're not. So here we are, left wheel out of this field. Bit tight. 1255 is a small tractor by modern terms, but she's still quite big for these lanes. Right, let's go. So yesterday we just ran out of hours. I was thirsty. We were all on our own, trying to get this contracting work done. Don't pay well. I spilt me brew all over the Fendt tractor we had on hire from Deb's Babs, the local cafe opposite Brian the Ag dealer. Good place to set up there, plenty of passing trade. The lads like to get a butty run in dinner time, especially at weekends. They like to nip down to the I think we can left turn here, can we not? No, we can't. End of the road. It's dark. I'm a little bit confused. I don't know my own back garden, sadly. So yeah, so we spilt a brew all over that brand new Fendt we had on hire from Brian. He was furious. And then the contractor sold us a bit short, to be honest with you, because we ended up having to buy a trailer out of our own money. Luckily we've got some money in the bank because we're just starting up. We inherited the farm from the Ponsonbury estate. That was very kind of him to mention us in his will. Plenty of traffic for 12:30, isn't there? I'm going to risk it for a Swisskit. Okay, let's go. Now then, Elliot, I hope you're well. Thanks for joining another farming episode. Now I think, if memory serves, we can get to this field by through this lane up here. We go left, and it's quite tight. I didn't really want to be using our tractor because it's an awful lot of fuel to be burning, and we're not going to make it back on this job, I don't think, but it should set us up nicely for the other jobs, so I'm not going to complain. Hopefully we haven't burnt our bridges with the agricultural dealer. That will be left turn here, look. Hard over. It's tight this lane, so hopefully there's no oncoming traffic. Shouldn't be at 12:30. 20 to 1 now, but you never know. Whoa, that came out of nowhere. Crikey. The lights on the 1255, they're not great. 1980s technology. She does a good job though. She was cheap. Brian did an absolutely cracking deal. He had a respray, engine service, 3-point linkage. Till we got it, it looked like it never had anything on it, so we were doing quite well for ourselves. Luckily that guy leaves his lights on, so we know when they're turning. I've overshot there, through the gate, literally using this old girl as a way of getting to work. It's not the most economical vehicle, it's all we've got. Everything else has been by foot, which has been quite arduous. So if you stuck with episode 1, congratulations and well done. Now, where did we leave the equipment? Literally had to stop right in the middle of the job, didn't we, to go get that brew. Right. We're looking for that. There we are. Now that. Torch on. I think. Yeah, we've got a full load, so we're going to take this. There we go. Illuminating the rear of the trailer there. We don't want to be too hard over. We don't want to jackknife the old girl. Oh, this is dark. Do these headlights being more powerful? It's slightly more powerful than the 1255, but it's still not ideal. Where are we? Here we go. Tell you what, this thing's a bit special. Look at this. Compared to our tractor, this is impressive kit. Right, and we need to go do a tip. The person contracting us for this, he wanted it tipped. Like I say, good job they leave their lights on. That gate was a little unfortunately placed. Ooh. There we are. We're gonna rob quite a chunk of his grass. ready for that sharp left coming up. Out of nowhere, look. Literally out of nowhere. Now, Sam, are you well? So onwards and onwards. We bus up this little incline. Here we are. Right. You know what we do, game. We look right. We're all clear. So I'm going to come out. Both sides of the road again. Probably don't need to, but you know what? Makes sense to me. It's only a narrow lane, so we're going to hog the road. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, your dinner's coming up soon. What are you having? What's your ploughman's for today, Sam? What are you having for your tea? We normally all have our tea, sit down. I'm a little late starting today. Is that cement mixer? He puts some hours in, doesn't he? He puts some hours in. Now we need to be careful on this roundabout. Yesterday we nearly had a pile up with just an absent-minded Toyota Prius driver. Well, Elliot's comments aren't coming up. That's a shame. I hope you've had a good day, Elliot. I hope you've got a ploughman's planned and you're... Now, where are we? Come on. This Fendt, she's a new machine, but she ain't got a lot of pull. Saying that, probably speeding right now. Smells like I don't know. Alright. Right, so we're all good. First turn off. Here we are. Now, this guy opposite the ag dealer, I don't know what his name is. Something Seeds. I've never really liked the guy. There was Deb's Babs. Here we are. In we go. There we go. So we've got this load to tip. Now we know from experience earlier. Let's bring her in. Soybeans. I can't see us planting any of that crop on our land, to be honest with you, but there you go. This farm's Farmerton in Lincolnshire. It's actually the Oakfield map, which is based in Gloucestershire, but we pretend it's Lincolnshire. Tight lanes. We're going to have some small kit. We don't want any big monster tractors, although the thing we've hired from Brian as part of the contract looks like the Starship Enterprise. It's absolutely huge. Ridiculous. 60% transported for Field 36. You know what? We're getting through it, aren't we? Still, I think the combine is full. The harvester is full to the brim, so we've got another load to do in this. Probably going to fill the trailer and then we'll carry on. Maybe see if we can get the field finished. We're pretty much nearly there. Right, pull into Brian's yard a little bit just to make sure we're out. And we're out. So we'll ash up. Traffic just keeps coming 1:15 in the morning. Must be an illegal rave going on. Whoa, what happened there? Must be an illegal rave going on in one of these fields. Not too happy about that. Leave all sorts of detritus and mess. Here's Boba Loba. I'm going for it. Popped it out. This game's making me want to buy a wheel. Most people use that for Gran Turismo. I want one for Farming Simulator. That's right. The more realistic the better. Maybe I could get the gear shifter to be the... Yeah, this guy's definitely on the way back. He's either been at the pub on a lock-in or he's been at one of those raves. Look at him. Weaving all over the road. And that's just me. And he's driving dead slow. I don't think he knows where he is. I think he's left his brain in a field in Hampshire somewhere. I'm Mr. Mushi. That's brilliant. Overlabour's here, so they're all gathered round. What's the ploughman's? Don't forget to let me know what your ploughman's are on PS4. Ah, it's you, is it? Ah, now I understand, Black Ninja. Okay, no problems. Now I understand. Come on, wake up, driver. Summers have got a job to do. He's not bothered, is he? He's borrowed his dad's Mondeo. He's come out and he's got no idea where he is, physically or mentally. He ain't got a clue. Look at him. Luckily, we're taking the next right turn off of this. This is the A15 that we're on. A little big for the A15. We'll call it the 1188. There we go. You wanted a realistic Lincolnshire map. You've got one. Right. Come on. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going for it. That's how frustrated we are. Could have had an accident there. It's not even our tractor. Bobaloba's ploughman's is a garlic and lemon chicken with rice ploughman's. Beautiful. Little unconventional, that. You're lacking cheese and you're lacking pickle, but there's certainly no lack of taste. I like what you're doing. Come on. Now, hopefully matey's left his lights on still, so we know where the turning is. There they are. These gates, they're tight, but that's what we want. We want tight gates, we want small fields. Now, where on earth is that combine? The problem with this black combine is it's black. The problem with night time is it's black. It's huge though, so you'd think we'd see it by now. No, we missed a bit here. Look, farmers. We missed quite a bit. Shameful, really. I was heading for those lights, but they're the tail lights, or they're the lights from that illegal rave. I don't know which. Okay, we've managed to lose £500,000 combine in a field somewhere, unless someone's had it away. It's not the first time machinery's been stolen. Hopefully that's not happened to us, because we've got this thing on hire, and the deposit was monstrous, which we can't afford to lose. Where on earth did we park it? There it is. See, it's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Right, let's pull up. There's an option here to keep the engine running, I'm sure there is. Don't worry. We'll make sure it's turned on. That should sort it. There we go. That's going to help the job at night time. Don't forget to remind me to turn it off. Last thing we want to do is run out of fuel in one of those girls. Right, so let's assess the state of damage in here. Oof, crikey. I've got a torch. Turn it on. There she is. I tell you what, that's a monster. We won't be getting anything like this when we get round to harvesting ourselves. We'll be getting a second-hand international. Everything's international brand. Right. Maybe a New Holland or a case. Maybe at a push. Right, let's get inside. Right, 69% in here. Start engine first. Oh, brilliant. There we go. That works. So we could do a wee bit more, couldn't we? Let's get ourselves turned round. Let's bust the old girl round. We've been a bit unconventional in the way we've gone at this field, I have to admit, but don't worry about it. Put the header down, of course we did. Here we go, now let's... There we are. Again, it's got to be said, graphics on this game are incredible. I'm very well, Doogie, how are you? Now we're a little late starting, for which I massively apologise. Thank you all for your time and patience. but you're still going to get some farming action. Give you my word on that, as I always do. Now let's have a little look-see here. Yes, this is going well. No, we're missing bits. I don't want to have to go round and hoover up. That's not very realistic. So we want to get as much as we can here. We want to maximise. It's not our field, but we want to get some more work from this guy. We've only just started in the area. We've got this first contracting job. One would say it was a bit of a mammoth task. It wasn't just do this little job for me. It was like, go pick up this equipment from Brian's, go harvest that field. Oh, by the way, you'll need a trailer, but I ain't got one. Like, wow. You know what? Way to stitch us up. But Brian looked after us on both counts, really. He did us an absolute storming deal on the tractor. He did us a pretty good deal on that trailer. Trailer's not too big that the tractor we've got's not is gonna struggle with it. I'm looking forward to the day when we're harvesting our own crop in our own field, and we're taking the profits from it rather than just doing the legwork for somebody else. Because it's not quite what we want, is it? That we want to be masters of our own destiny. That's why we started off in this farming gig anyway. We've left ourselves a right wedge here, haven't we? Deary me. 83%. We're going to have that, and then we'll get the head up and we'll turn around. Spin around on a die. It's one thing you can say about this track machine. It's got some manoeuvrability. Well, I thought we'd be straight back on it there. What have we missed? There it is. No. Oh crikey, 2 more passes then I reckon we'll be done. So in my personal time, I've been playing, courtesy of Doogie that you see in the comments there, I've been playing Police Nauts on Sega Saturn, which is proven to be a great game. It's not a farming game, I admit, but sometimes I do play other games. We'll return to Stardew Valley at the weekend, but for the balance of this week, I'm enjoying, and I think you're all enjoying, a little bit of this. And I think when I finally start harvesting myself, my own crop in my own field, that'll be equal to killing the Ender Dragon. So, don't know what else to say about that other than thank you for your time and patience. And to any new viewers, if you haven't clicked subscribe yet, what's wrong with you? What other farming simulator guy sat in a flat cap and a wax jacket? Show me one, I'll show you a liar. Alright? I am. Realistic storyline as well. Cast of characters in the village. I don't know what more to say. This is embarrassing really, this little clean-up. I wasn't focusing, and we've left this rather embarrassing little band here of crop, which isn't cool. Nice to have the illumination of the tractor there, that Fent just running quietly in the background. Right, it's is she gonna make it round? That was tight. Didn't leave myself a lot of room there, did I? Right, back up, down. Let's have a go. What's your game of tea, your ploughman's tea? Boogie, what you got for your ploughman's, friend? Tell me all about it. Where are we at? Yeah. Maybe a couple more passes and we'll have this done. 2 o'clock in the morning. That illegal rave just over the hills going like an absolute barnstormer. I'm sure PCSO Ross Kemp will be looking to make a few arrests there, impound some music equipment and whatever else he needs to do. Don't envy him. One man in the whole of the area to try and police everything, which would be an absolute shame. Doogie's ploughman's a bowl of leek and potato soup tonight. Had a big lunch and that's all I need. Tell you what. He's a pro gamer, he's thinking there, isn't he? He had a big ploughman's for his lunch, so he's just having a wee bit of soup, a wee dram of soup tonight, just to tide him over. He's got a long shift to do in the tractor tonight, so, you know, fair play to him. He doesn't like to get too bloated in there. By air suspended seat, he bounces around with a belly full of soup. Makes him feel seasick, so he doesn't like to eat too much. Got the fancy dance tractor, but it doesn't sit well with him. It doesn't sit well with him at all. Very, right, what are we doing? Lift the header up, spin around. Now we're at 95%. Goodness knows how much more of this we're going to need to do. But we are going to buy a dog. I want a guard dog for when we're not in the yard. If it wasn't so dark, I would be bring that up. Whoa. I haven't hired a helper. I didn't think I had anyway. No, I haven't. What? This game. It's determined to take money off me, isn't it? I don't remember hiring a worker, so maybe that's that Trace Ray who did the ploughing for us. She was not shy in taking me bank details, and I'm sure there's been some bank fraud going on, so we're going to have to get those charges reversed out. I might have 800k in the bank, but that's not going to go far at this rate, is it? Not going to go very far at all. We want to impress this guy, we want more work from him. So how we're going to make ends meet until we get our own land and our own crops planted. Tough gig. Tough gig this. 99%. Yeah, there we go. She's cut off. She knows. She knows. So just before I do this, there's no one in the seat. We haven't hired anybody. Ridiculous. She's a bit wobbly. Right. Pipe out. That's hard to see. Whoever designed this, black's cool, I'll give you that, but it's not terribly easy to see. Nailed it. There you go. You want realism? You got it. We'll just spread that grain out a wee bit there. Engage reverse. Wind her back a bit. See the grain dropping down there in that bin? Don't know what to say, Doogie. You honour me. That trailer we could afford. We don't take a full. Doesn't take a full load, does it? Which is a shame. But we should be able to. Let's just finish that strip off. Goodness knows what we were thinking yesterday. Let's put the pipe away. There we go. Have a look around at this thing. Absolutely incredible. Aircon. Matt's loving it. Look, Matt. Your new favourite video, me old mate. Look. Don't get much better than this. Full storyline as well. Full storyline. What have we got here? Contracting work. We've inherited a farm from Lord Ponsonbury. Just to give you an update, bring you up to speed. You need to share this around all the farmer boys. You're going to love this. Alright, and we've only got one field. And we've got an old International tractor buying second-hand gear, it's all we can afford. 1255 XL. I could have afforded to be way more greedy there. And to try and make ends meet now, we've got the... She's here, look. Look at this fine specimen. Brian, the agricultural dealer, seeing as Brian, the agricultural dealer, he did us this deal, cleaned her up, made it. Just lost my ear on this agricultural machinery here. Brian down at the ag dealer, he had this come in on trading, he cleaned her up an absolute perler. Tight fields, tight lanes, so it makes sense to us. Makes sense to me anyway. RGT's here, doesn't really get any better than this. Look at that, good old Brian, I know. Do you know what? He's even put all the old stickers on it. Because he's a New Holland dealer, he used to be an IH dealer back in the day, you see. He had some stickers kicking around. And he's gone full job. He went full concourse restoration on the old girl. Looks like she's brand new. Obviously we know she ain't. She's a bit tired. She's a bit worn out. Some of the gear that we're going to try and put on the back of it makes her a bit light on the front wheels. But don't worry about it. We'll make it work. Go on. Suck it all up. There's a good girl. Right. You'd think, wouldn't you, that we'd be about there. But we've still got one more bit to do. Tell you what I'm going to do. Oh. Let me turn her off. Turn these lights off. We don't want a flat battery, do we? It's the last thing we need. We left this fence that now Brian the agricultural dealer lent us this tractor, brand new it was. The bloke who got us doing the contract, and he's money bags really, he's got this thing, brand new, got a brew from the roadside cafe, Deb's Babs, spilt it all over the floor. I don't know what to say about that, really. He was furious. He was absolutely livid. But a bit of spray foam cleaner all over the carpet, got it sorted out. We've known Brian for years, so he was mardy, but he was alright in the end. He came round to it. Gave me a clip round the ear. He said I'll be the death of him. And he sort of just packed me on the way. So don't worry, just get out of here. Stop it. You've got that guy to impress. You've got to do a good job if you want the money. So this is what we're trying to do now. Do a good job. See what, these lights are terrible. Ooh. This guy's alright. He knows that we drive on his verge all the time. He's fine with it. This fence is a bit fancy really for us. We don't want to get used to it because we're going to have nothing like this on our place. So as I was saying, we're gonna buy a dog this episode. Just someone to have in the yard, maybe bring with us, just to make sure if there's any ne'er-do-wells come round at night time, he'll see him off. I think we're going to call the dog Wayne for obvious reasons. Forever may he wane. Right, what's going on here? Car coming. PCSO Ross Kent must have hell on. There's people coming from everywhere, from all corners of the country to this illegal rave. Just in that field over there. Not looking great. Probably going to be carnage. Probably going to have to call for backup from Sleaford. They'll send about one officer. That's all they've got. Oof, lights are bright. Come on. See, you'd think it'd be me holding up the traffic, not round here. These people, they don't know where this rave is, you see, so they're driving dead slow. Absolute shameful. Something's not right about this cat. It's not the first person I've been stuck behind today. Come on. So once we get this field done, I think we'll buy a dog. Might buy a pressure washer, because I want to keep that. Yeah, he's definitely drunk, that's what I was thinking. He's being too drunk or something, I don't know. But he's being very, very steady. Very, very cautious. Yeah, you're right, he is. I called it. See, at 3 minutes past 3, you expect people to be tearing about just a wee bit because they think they're on their own, but this guy's driving suspiciously slowly. And he seems to have his foot on his brake pedal. So I don't know what's going on in there, but PCS over Ross Kent, I reckon this guy will probably pass a breathalyzer test. But I don't think he's going to pass a roadside swab. Not open hell. Right. Here we go. It's all clear. Like I say, yesterday we had a real close do with the guy in the Prius. Now opposite Brian the Ags dealer. Well, there's a lay-by coming up, but Debs Babs has got a takeaway in there. I wonder if Debs Babs, she's not going to be open yet, unless she's setting and turning the fryers on. I think that was Debs Babs. We've just passed it. Here we go. Here's Brian the Ag dealer. Like I say, New Holland. He's gone blue. This silly sausage. XNV. You can't play friend. This is Farmerton Village. This is my contracting life. But if you subscribe, there's plenty of action here for you to enjoy if you like this sort of thing. Right, here we are. Let's. Oof. Was he flashing his lights? That's not good. XNV. New viewer. That's a great experience. Like I say, don't forget to hit subscribe. Let's get this lock tipped. This is our trailer, we bought this. He sprung a surprise on us, didn't he? Oh yeah, did I not mention you need a trailer? Brand new. I'll show you this. She comes down, look at this. Wheel chocks, he threw the chocks in. He's not a bad old boy, Brian, you know. If he knows you, he looks after you. We had to go cheap on the tyres. Probably got that. Mortal Kombat 3 or Mortal Kombat 2? I ain't got 3 on the Mega Drive, but I got 3 on the Saturn. So I kind of see that as being acceptable. Right. XMV. New viewer. What a legend. Right. Brian is the voice of the countryside. Absolutely right he is. I don't know where he got this from, this trailer, but very high quality for Brian. Very, very cheap price considering. Especially after what he charged us for the... Well, he was trying to sell his old service van. That tranny sold 54 grand. I mean, sometimes his pricing's way out there. Maybe because there's Debs Babs. Is she open yet? No, no lights on. She's not in. Might have popped in for a quick squeeze of a bacon bat. Right. We'll gas it back. It's 20 past 3 in the morning. You'd think we'd get away with it, wouldn't you? But we know PCS home Ross Kemp's busy. Whoa, what's going on? He's going to breathalyse me for that. I've been supping on the hip flask, I have to admit, so I'd probably fail it. Probably fail a breath test. Here we go. You got to be kidding me. Come on! I'm not flat. It's a bit too early in the year. You've got to wait till around Christmas time. Got to be a bit of a drought on, then you can give Debs Babs a call. Always got her on speed dial, oh Debs. Mortal Kombat 2. God, that's the best one in my opinion. Come on, mate. We ain't got all day here. We've been 12 hours doing this field. I don't know any way we could have done it quicker, to be honest with you. We're going to end up losing money at this rate. And we're not advancing our own agricultural empire. MK2 on Mega Drive. MK3 on Saturn. Come on. The horn on this thing is pathetic. Right, here we go. I'll be happy when daylight comes round. I'll be absolutely stoked. Oof, surprised I haven't tipped this old girl over, you know. Where on earth? Just pretend that's not happening. Very sketchy on the controller. Like I say, I need a steering wheel really. That would make this whole experience a bit better for us all. I'm not going to get away with it. The MK2's on Mega Drive. I thought it was MK3 he had in that glass cabinet. I might be wrong. Oof. Right. Gonna leave it running on purpose. Oh, look at that. That. Let's start this one up. I had no idea MK2 was on Saturn. That's a fine looking example. Yeah, I think when we dropped some off, it told us. I think we're nearly there, to be honest with you. Certainly, maybe one more run, and I think we'll be done. Hopefully we only manage to get another trailer's worth, because if we've got to do 2 more trailer runs, hang on a minute, there we go. Didn't have the work lights on, they're on now. A good deed. Contract on field 36 finished. Well, it feels wrong to leave crop in the ground, doesn't it? So we want to impress. We want to impress. We want to impress. We want more work off this guy. We absolutely do. This feels like the last strip. No waste for Farmer George, absolutely not. Hopefully through this you'll be inspired to download the game yourself. Like I say, in some way, shape or form, it's free on both consoles. So if you haven't got this, You're missing out. Big time. You like the chill? I know it's not that easy. I know it can be a bit obtuse at times. I think you take the bit in the combine now, you'll pocket what's left. That's a great idea. No, that's naughty. That's our trailer though. Think of you. Take the bit in the combine. Do you know what? How are we going to do that? Because we ain't got two trailers, have we? We've got one trailer. So if I take that now, well, if I take, how are we going to do that? If we empty this into there now and take it, will the contract be over? And will this stuff miraculously disappear? Or do we, how are we going to work this? How are we going to steal on our first job? I think right now, if we had a bit more machinery, I think that would be an absolute perler of an idea. Think of you, pocket what's left. Just that wee strip of... You might still be able to pull it off, I'm not sure. Job's complete, tip it, come back, finish field, then you can check the pocket the money that's left. Job's complete. I was dressed. YouTube as the ultimate. I was worried you'd be dressed. I was thinking of dressing as the Ultimate Warrior based on your. I can only describe this bizarre fantasy, but if you want that fulfilling, bring me the face paints. What was the number down there? Oh, I don't want PCSO Ross Kemp coming after me. It's the last thing I need. Hype out. We'll spread it out. We're not gonna nick loads. And what we'll do, how much was left? Barely any. But we'll have this for what it's worth. He said we could have it. He said out left in the margins was ours. So this is all profit now. No. Did say I've got the contract here in the cab. Just pulled it out. He says once you've hit a certain literage, you're all good. That's all I'm budgeted for. He said. Knit jumper and flat cap. Perfect. Make sure you're all wearing the correct attire for watching this. So we did leave some on the sides, didn't we? There we go. So fair bit. It's going to be worth a fair bit. We want some cheap soybean. Well, it's that dodgy bloke, isn't it? Seed merchant. I don't like him. He's all flash, no substance. Sebastian, his name is. Sebastian Seeds. Not keen at all. But, you know, you got to butter him up. As a wise man once said to me, you catch more wasps with honey than you do with vinegar, George. It was like, yeah, you're right. You do, though. So we'll see if we can enter into a little bit of a deal with Sebastian on what looks to be just over a ton of soybean. I don't even mind if he gives us half price. Cost us no, does it? To be fair, it might just cover the cost. Well, it's not going to cover the cost of this trailer off Brian. He saw us coming, didn't he? But might put on my bonnet onto for this stream. Everyone get their hats on. Everyone get the wax jackets on. That's how we do it. Right. This is the last bit. There we go. 10% overburden. Doesn't really get any better than that, does it? Now where is... There it is. I don't know. You know what we didn't do? Lower, turn off. Stop engine. Toggle lights. Still pitch black. Absolutely slathered up. We had that woman contractor come in. Took a pretty much brand new look at that. Splattered. Roof's clean. Right. Ooh, ours doesn't start as well, does it? Main beam. I'm interested to see how well, we'll turn that off. Don't want to waste our fuel, do we? What I was thinking of doing, there we go. Don't mind using this fuel. Just to put some light on proceedings. $4.28. Right. Start the old girl up. Oh, I'd love to see a collage. It was all in the flat caps. How the world's turned, eh? Looking through that bottom window, super realism. You want it? You got it? There we go. If you want super realism, I should be out there connecting up some other bits and bobs, but we're not going to worry too much about that. Right, let's go tip this. Where on earth? Head for the corner. Probably a little bit more we could drag out of this, you know, just the odd bit. Don't think we will though. I think your patience has been well. Don't want to kick the wheels out of your patience, gamers. What am I doing? It's that dark, I've got myself confused, look. RGT's gone and got fully farmered up. Make sure babe's wearing some gingham. Got her hair in plaits, pigtails either side, and straw hat as well. Not only breathing life by de-stressing you all, breathing new life into your relationships as well. Retro Farmer Thomas. Can't leave you wellies up. Well, leave you wellies on, I say, if that's what you're going for. Yeah, put chocolate all on them as well. Probably that's where we should end that conversation. Right. What we'll do... See, she's pulling this pretty well. 38% on board. It's what you get when you pay for the international brand. You get quality. Although she feels a bit light on the front. We're not going to worry about it. If we've got this much crop out of our field, we'll be laughing. We'll be absolutely laughing. So another day, 5 o'clock in the morning, so we'll be encountering rush hour soon. It's non-stop round here in Farmerston. Absolutely non-stop. Come on, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Right, here we are. That pillar's not that great for us pulling out, is it? We'll risk it. Good head of speed on her when you get it going in a straight line downhill. So don't be laughing at the tractor. Look at me, I'm absolutely focused. Now I wonder if that stuff miraculously disappears or whether we have to bus it all the way back to the because we're going to have to keep Brian happy. We're going to have to do the reverse of that situation, aren't we, with the oh no, yeah, you know it's coming. We're going to have to take that header back, aren't we? Put it back on that trailer. I'll be dreading this off higher, you know. So I think we've put a few scratches on it. But that's how Brian makes his money. So we don't want to worry, we don't overly worry about it. Right, here we go. We're at the roundabout now. Now Debs normally opens 5:30 she opens, because that's when the parts delivery van driver gets in at the early man starts and the parts at Brian's ag dealer at sort of 5:30, 6 o'clock. So she normally opens up so we can get a bacon butty and a brew. So maybe once we've tipped this, we can go back and get ourselves a breakfast. Here we go. Then we can finish our jobs. This has gone pretty well for our first contracting job. I think we should be pretty proud of ourselves. Let's have a look back. Good design, that little rear glass. I like it. Forward thinking, innovators. There we go. Done. Don't know whether we got that money or whether I'm not sure. Well, we've got a bit more cash to get as well then, haven't we? Good news. Time is it 5? We can see if she's in. I wonder if the griddle will be on. Might be able to get a brew, then we bring the header back, we'll get a full breakfast then. That was the lay-by turning, I've driven straight by it. But what we'll do, here, we'll pull up here. Leave the engine running. Lights are on. She is open. Delicious Debs burgers. Debs Babs. Yeah, I'll have a brew, Debs. I know your griddle's not on, but I know that your urn's on, so I'll have a brew. Yeah. Put my milk in. Sugar's in. Bag. Slop it in the bag box. Nice. I ain't got a brew myself. I'll be killed for a brew right now. That's not happening. It's too busy. Maybe I'll make a flask next episode. Right. In we get. And what's going on? Let's go for it. Out we come. Busy. Kept it rolling. There we go. See? That's what time I have my brew. It's made by Donna Babs. Donna Babe. You don't know your own wife's name. It's Donna Babe. Right? Everyone knows this now. Dual shock 4 batteries low. Scandalous behaviour. Well, no one can say the tractor ain't done a bit now, can they? Oof. That was tight. That was very tight. Like I say, 2 cement mixers. They just don't stop down on that housing estate, do they? More houses popping up there than spots on a teenager's face. Yeah. Hit and run. We just clip wing mirrors, that's all. They're on springs, so it just snapped back into place. Got away with it. He got away with it. He probably got away with it worse, to be fair. He's in that brand new MAN. Probably going to cost him 200 quid to replace that mirror head. Right. Brian's got one of these kicking around in the boot of his Transit, so we're all good. It's a story explanation for everything, isn't there? That's why this game's more real life than you can possibly imagine. The story, whoa, the story we make in our minds is better than any game ever. He was a road dog. I try and pull over a wee bit, I get nothing from him. Nothing. Mate, his lights are on, so we know when to run the risk to pull round. Right. Now we've got a fair bit of cleaning up to do, haven't we? Which way? This way. Perfect. Right. What's that? That's the fen. Happy days. So where on earth? Is that the combine? Yeah. Wow. So Matt's going to get to bust round in one of these, is he? Can't get in the vehicle from that side, George. Got to go round. It's a realistic game. Got to go round, mate. This is a monster. Again, it's not quite the right brand, is it? But we'll let them off. Right. There we go. She's all started up. See, Case do one like this. That's what you want. Won't let it lie. Right. I'm having it. Well, it wouldn't be the first time, would it? These things, imagine what these are worth on the second-hand market or dodgy market. What they're thinking about. Right, where are we? Pipe out. Come on, got a light on it. run the risk though, do we? Because we want all this. This is our profit. This is. Here we go. You see, it's not much to him. He won't miss it, you see. But to us, it's a damn fortune. Right. I'm a little bit nervous about doing this in the pitch black. But somewhere over here is the header trailer. And thank goodness it's articulated. Just you wait till you see the Discord, George. Is there going to be loads of pictures of everyone in their flat caps? Absolutely brilliant. I can't wait. Let's get this old boy's fent. Let's get this. I've gone for realism. There she goes. She's fired up. Right, which way round did we leave this? Well, it's not there, is it? It's over here somewhere. Somewhere over here. We sort of threw it down in this bush, didn't we? I was a little bit frustrated at the time. There we are. There we are. It's a good bit of kit, this trailer. I'll give them the due. Although we're going to scratch the living wits out of this rental tractor. Frankly, my dear, I've lost interest. There we go. Right. Now, which way round did it have to be? I wonder if they made us use this. Do you reckon it's probably got a tow hitch on itself for this? But they made us take a tractor anyway, part of the rental. Maybe that's where Brian was making his money. Do you know what? That's just turning into an absolute nightmare, isn't it? What we'll do, if you can't move the mountain, move Mohammed. That's a saying, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Right. Got to put the hours in. We want this farm of ours to work. Can't be relying on any gimmicks like agricultural this or organic this or organic that. Just got to make it work, haven't we? Right. Lower header. This is how it seemed to work best last time. And we'll detach. That locked on? Well, we'll find out in a minute, won't we? So, gonna leave that running. The sad story is we're gonna have to. It's like, how do you get the fox and the river across the goose and the fox over the river, and you've only got one boat sort of scenario here. Do you know what? I reckon that's on. You're gonna have to take it dead steady though. Dead steady. I want to. Luckily, that front bogey's going to let us be a little bit more carte blanche with it, but we're going to have to. Now we want to just be on the right hand side of this track because that gate doesn't open all the way, does it? Oh, I think I just saw. That guy's wife getting dressed. Things you see. With the Tweedy blinders, brilliant. I have no idea I'm going to get this out of here. pulled it off. We have pulled it off. Right, Tweedy Blinders, that's the new name, is it? That's what the unofficial controller podcast farming community is called. I'm dead nervous. This thing weighs more, it costs more than we earn in a year. So we need to just be steady on a little bit. People don't quite realise the cost of some of this gear. This suspended seat and this fence making me sick. So I'm not keen. Oof. Maybe it's my driving, but she's bobbing up and down like an absolute good one. We need to just turn that down a bit. Anyone got any new games recently, besides the last one? Iron Man, got Ghosts coming. Got a load of Rammel from Gotham recently. Right, steady on. What the? No! Oh, you're kidding me! I don't know what happened there. I overshot. I was trying to get greedy and ended up on the verge. Apologies to everybody for that. Right, we're doing good. We're doing good. What's this guy's major malfunction, eh? Half-Life 2 for OG Xbox yesterday. That sounds good. I got a Saturn Red pseudo cart to allow you to play copies on the Saturn without modding the console, and I'll tell you what, you put the game in and it starts like it's a proper game. I'm blown away by it. You normally buy something a little bit dodgy from Hong Kong and you don't expect it to work, but this thing works flawlessly. Every time. I haven't tried the other games out yet, Doogie, I'm that wrapped up in Police Noughts. But I did the disc transition and I was a little bit scared. Worked perfect. Went straight into the next act. Looking forward to getting stuck into Ghosts. That I am sure. Try and get Iron Man finished up over the weekend. Balance this week. Just got a few too many games that are interesting me at the moment. This has taken up my time. Stardew Valley on the Vita and PS4 has taken up, well, I'm not playing the PS4 version, that's for us, but playing the Vita version. You on to Act 2 already? I think it's Act 1 I'm on to. You just got to Act 2. I think Act 1, I think I'm on Act 1 actually. We're on Disc 2 anyway. Right. Nothing coming on the roundabout, so we'll whip this straight into Brian's. We'll see if we can off-fire this without him really being around. We might get away with it then, you see, because if there's no one here to take the off-fire, they might think that they can't really blame the damage on us because they didn't check it in. That's what I'm banking on anyway. Brian knows that we're a bit sort of unreliable, I suppose is the word. We've still got that drill, yeah, there. What are we going to do with that? Parker up. Lights off. Engine off. Out we get. So I think we should be proud of ourselves there. I think we did a good job. Now, what Brian tells you to do if you're fire in the morning, if there's no one about, the storesman's about, look, he's just unloading his parts. Yeah, you put the keys through the letterbox, pop, there you go, job done. So, we'll take a quick run down to Deb's Babs. He sees Case IH. What other brands has he got? Apart from his New Holland. Beloved New Holland. Normally find this lay-by, it's a little bit risque at night time, I have to admit, but he made the best of it. Here we are. Deb's Babs. Yeah, we'll have that bacon sandwich we talked about now, Debs, and I'll have another brew. And I'll walk with that back down. God, it's time consuming, but it's all part of the realism. Cheers, Debs. I'll have a munch on me back. We did actually know that sneaky way through. There's that cut through, isn't there? Up here. Where Brian got broke into, where the kids climb up the tree. A little bit of ask your father and bash you through. It is how he got robbed. And he's never bothered patching up the gap. So I don't think you could blame me, really. You could, obviously. And then through the Silver Birch Coppice, part of the Pontlebury estate. There's rumours that there used to be a former monastery in here. Time team did a dig, but they didn't really find anything. Here they are. It's not normally my kind of game, but the fact that you can play it both ways, I think, here we are, is quite appealing to me. Now, good job we picked this field, because if there'd been one further away, I think we would have been struggling. Might be able to get some bailing contracting jobs off the back of this, you know. We did leave quite a bit, but we're all in now. We're all in on it. Now, what do we take first? We'll take the combine back. One last go in the Starship Enterprise. I think we should be pretty proud of ourselves. It was a big ask putting us in that thing. But we pulled it off. It's not the easiest thing to work, but... Did I leave the lights on in that? That's sucking up juice. Turn the lights off. That was daft of me, that. Hopefully she starts when we come back. Right. This thing's got a cup holder in it, so let's start her up. There we go. There's no excuse for not seeing in this thing. Did we put the pipe away? Yeah, of course we did. We're good boys like that. Yeah. You know, it's been an experience, this has, in this, but it's going to have to go back. It's not ours, it's on hire. And it wasn't on hire to us either, it was on hire to a Flash stand, so... Yeah, it is what it is. I've come at this a bit funny, haven't I? How did we get this in here? My giddy aunt. That, I tell you what, it busses on, doesn't it? Hopefully PTSO Ross Kempank got his radar gun out at the top of the road. That's will be for the high jump. It's SC. Right. Look at that joystick. Absolutely ridiculous. Right. We're going to go for it. It's a shame the other traffic doesn't really see us coming. We need to find the bung. Oh, it's here. Secret though, isn't it? You see, because we have to do all the moving out of the way around here, and I don't think that's technically very fair. If you saw this thing coming, you'd dive off the road in a heartbeat. The big black merchant of death. There we go. Well, 7 o'clock, first day done in the Farmerton village. I think we should feel pretty chuffed with ourselves. All we've got to do to clear up is go back, pick our tractor up, and we're done. Come on. Come on. It's that guy from earlier, isn't it? He's on his way back home now. It's 10 to 7 in the morning. Come on. Come on. So we need to see how Simon, can't remember what his name was. I think that was his name. The guy who owns the seed merchant. Sebastian, that's what his name is. Forgot for a minute there. Sebastian the seed merchant. It's funny how these people all have jobs that rhyme with their name. Don't question it, that's how Farmington works. Brian needs to get the council on the phone and get that signpost moved. It's dead awkward to get stuff in and out of here. He's not thinking, is he? He knows the local landowner, Ponsonbury. He'll give his weight behind it in the local council. They'll agree to get that moved. No questions. Does he? No. Does he heck as like? There we go. Didn't turn the engine off. Didn't turn the lights off. Right, we're done now. Oh, we need to put the key in the box. Don't forget that. I'll do a quick sprint. We'll lob the key in the box, alright. There's technically someone there, but we're not going to worry about it. Yeah, they're open. Now Jim. Jim's the mechanic. He works here. He does the spins the spanners. That's what he does. It's a little... There you go. I reckon that's how they broke in. Through there. Makes more sense than the other way. Right. Onwards and upwards. There's always a job to do in Farmington. It's a bit like Postman Pat on steroids really, isn't it, with the story and everything. Go with it. I'm in full character. You're all wearing your flat caps, which I have to admit is absolutely incredible. Here's that silver birch coppice that I told you about. Time team came did some geophys in here. Now everything that's left in this old girl is our profit, which I'll answer, very handsome reward. Now dawn has sprung, we realise that we did leave quite a bit in the ground, didn't we? We did leave quite a bit in the ground. Obviously not too much, because the field was technically declared complete. I think for our first ever job as a contractor fresh out the city, I think we did a good job. Is that the International up here? I think it is. Where is the old girl? Here she is. Our just reward. It could be argued we're technically making money. Bungalow's definitely there. Right, let's get in. Let's hope she starts, because I left the lights on, didn't I, without the engine running. One absolute idiot. We'll try. Oh, yes. Reliable. Old faithful here. No messing. So we'll go see Sebastian. We'll get a backhander off him for what's left in the back. It's only 8%. It's barely anything. 1245 litres, 1.2 tonnes. Grain, soya bean. Barely even see it in the back there, I shouldn't think, spread out the way it is. No, just enough. Look at that. There's me. Not wearing a flat cap sadly, but I didn't realise such demands would be foisted upon me when I went in the character create. Right. Be careful now, because this is all our equipment. Yeah, we're cheeky like that. Then we'll go back to the yard, we'll drop this off. We made a right mess of that field, haven't we? That first field we bought. It's currently stood fallow. I can't see us being able to do a lot with that anytime soon, I'll be honest with you. Which is a shame. It's very pitch black in some of these areas with the shade and the trees and the... Yeah. Right, what we got coming? Careful as you pull out, Georgie boy. I'm going to go for it. He's still a while back. He's going to flash me probably, because he's had to slow down. He's going to flash, 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 flash. He's going to make a hand sign like he's shaking coffee beans. Nescafe Gold Blend. I think that's what they're trying to tell me anyway. I'll choose to ignore him. I see him in the mirror, he's miles back. I don't know what he's whinging about. All he ever does is whinge, these drivers. I don't know what it's like, do they? So I've texted Sebastian. While we weren't driving when we did that, I was driving on private property in that field. I sent out Sebastian a text and it's just come through. Out Siri's read it out in my ear. And it says that Sebastian's alright for some low-key drop-offs and some soybean overspill. So that's all been sort of organised on the QT. So we'll take him up on the offer. As I told you, I don't really like the guy, but right now every penny counts. Probably not going to be worth a pot to wee in, to be honest with you, but we'll take it anyway. Let's find out. Probably going to be the equivalent of the food we get from Deb's Babs. But a couple of £100's a couple of £100. It's the way I look at it. And although Pontypridd gave us that dowry, that bit of money, it's not going to go far, I don't think. Not going to go far at all. Right, in we swing. Here we are. Pennies make pounds. You're absolutely right, they do. Right, so Sebastian said, come in here, he said, just do a couple of bibs, then he'll know what to weigh it at, because it's mine and his dodgy deal. So just two. He's told me there. Did you hear that? Let's get it tipped. So it's not a lot. It's damn near £2 though, Sebastian. Might not be a lot of money to you, but to me, it's a good bit of cash, that. Right. So we'll just pull over. We've got that app on our phone. I was going to say it's called Agricultural Grinder, but Tinder, but it's for agricultural contractors. It's on our phone. This is our phone. This is how we look at the phone. Now we've done that. Complete. Collect. Money's in the bank. Baling. It's going to be a tough job, isn't it? Sawmills. Transport items from sawmill logs to stables. Don't think we've got the equipment for that. Another harvesting job. Harvest the canola in field 27. What's this? Harvest cotton. I didn't know we harvested cotton round here. Poor carrier needs his head inspecting, doesn't he? Or Blake Colvin. It's the transport. No questions asked. Right. So we can do some more harvesting, or we can have a go at this baling malarkey. Mow the grass in field 45, then dry it with a tedder and bale it. Take the bales to Oak Glen Farm Barn. Where's that? What field did he say? Field 45, Oak Glen Barn Farm. 45. Unbelievable, Millie. You're an absolute animal. 45 and Oak Glen Farm Barn. Do you know what? With the ag dealer being so close, that being there, I reckon we'll take that. So we'll go on our agricultural Tinder. Field 45, Oak Glen Farm Barn. Use your own equipment or lease equipment for a reward reduced by $259. It's a cheeky bit of money, isn't it? We'll have it. Borrow items. Job done. So we'll nip over to Brian's. Again, we won't have much use for this now. We'll park her up at Brian's. I might ask him, I've had a little bit of a recurring fault. Yeah, it's doing it now. Just think she's running a bit lumpy. So we'll swing it into, can't remember what we called him, the mechanic here. Hold up! Andy. Pop round to Andy. Well, he's lined that up all nice, hasn't he? Do you know what I'm a little concerned about? This is my only concern. How are we expected to transport the bales? It's going to cost us a small fortune again, isn't it? Let's turn this off. We'll let Andy know. We'll just nip in the workshop. Do a cash in hand job. We've just got that nearly £2 off of Sebastian. Andy! Over here, mate. Look. I know it's probably still covered under warranty, but that thing, I reckon she's missing a couple of times. She's not pulling like she should be. And another thing, I can't get Farmerton FM. So, something needs fixing. Don't think the aerial's plugged in the back properly. That's all I'm saying. I know he wanted it concourse. I know Brian wanted it concourse, Andy, but... So he's put the old stereo in, and that's great. But I just don't think we had that work experience boy down here, didn't you? He finished the prep. I'd have preferred it if you had done it, but you weren't having any of it. No, I know. Not my issue. So what we got here? Right. Oh my giddy aunt. Why does he give us all this? I don't want Tony Blackburn, you're absolutely right. It didn't look that big a field. It didn't look that big a field. That's the front mower. She's going to take some working out. Where's Matt? Where's Matt when you need him? What is all this ramble? Is this a mower and all? Gotta be, innit? Right, let's get in. What's this? Oh, he's treated me, hasn't he? You heard me moaning about that Fent and he's pulled out a brand new one of these. These are made in Basildon. True story, bro. Part of the Fiat Empire. This is a fine looking specimen. Oh yeah. There's that blue. All topped up. Just do a full tour round, make sure it's right. It is. I'm actually quite excited to try this out. Maybe one day when we've made it as farmers, we'll have one of these ourselves. Can you imagine? Let's get in. Rolls Royce. Right. Oh my, yes. Please, mummy. Oh, I'm a big fan of this. It's got a mate seat as well. Oh yeah, that's Fiat powertrain at their absolute best. They make the engines for these. That sounds absolutely perfect. Cup holder as well. So, what am I doing? I've had a plan. That looks like a complete ball ache. Can we just squeeze on this front mower? There we go. Select tool. Oh yeah. Yeah, I reckon that's Andy in the workshop's tranny, personally. And he dressed as the ultimate warrior in a tractor. What some men dream about. You see, this is where our own International's got the benefit here. It's got that little cutout window so you can kind of see what you're backing onto. I don't know if that's necessary. We'll find out when we get down there. It's just another thing to bring back into it. Ooh, careful, George. Can I? Is there enough room? Am I clear now of our... I don't want to break our gear, do I? Our new seed drill that we bought. Sorted it though, eh? You impressed? Well, you should be. You thought that was going to be way beyond me, and I was the same. Field 45. How do we get into field 45? This thing. Brand new. This field 45? This is a footpath, isn't it? Oh. Well, I don't know what we got snaffled up on. Oof. That is not what we wanted. But again, we got away with it. Right, how do you get into field 45? Are you kidding me, game? It's the end of the map. So what on earth? Right, I guess it's not that way. I don't quite know how we're going to sort that, gamers. I don't know whether this is an oversight on the map. Oh, there it is. That's it, so I must have been half right. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Still think this is overkill for the field. We could have done it with that front mower. I think probably would have took us longer, but I don't even know if this thing's maniacal looking thing we got on the back here is even right. We'll give it a go. Like I say, my next concern is they haven't given a moment's thought, have they? Really, to right. Let's have a look. R1. Select tool. Unfold. That's the front one. Lower. Turn on. Let's pull the revs down a bit. Select tool. Back. Unfold. Lower. Turn on mower. I think we're mowing. This vehicle stroke tool is reserved for contract work. Well, field 45. Mow the grass in field 45, then dry it with a tedder and bale it. Am I not mowing? Is this not field 45? So does that mean it's not mowing? Is it because I'm doing these edges? Maybe that's why. It's happy now, isn't it? I say it's only a small job, this. It's only a small job. Let's just make sure it's doing its work. Oh my giddy aunt. Well, it's definitely mowing. It's mardy because I'm not cutting the grass in the field. How am I meant to know? I might get an extra bale of 3 out of it then, I don't know. Where's that rear tool? Got a radio channel as well. I found the radio in this girl. Probably can't hear that, but when we go in the cab you'll hear it. Two. This is the dream, this is what we're all turned up for. The only concern here is this isn't really looking like chopped grass. Do you know what? If we make a hash of it, we're learning, aren't we? What other stations have we got? '70s radio. If you're wrong, you're halfway right. You're right. I don't know what else to suggest, to be honest with you. We've done everything we're said to do. Both of these attachments are classed as mowers. My only slight concern is it's hard to know. It seems a lot happier with us this pass that we're doing the field, the right field, so I think we're doing a good job, wouldn't you? Probably a slightly unconventional mowing technique, but hey. Scale up that pheasant there, did you see it? This takes more figuring out than Minecraft. It's a proper big brain game. Who'd have thought it? Everyone sit down. And I bet when you thought all this COVID was going on, I bet you never thought you'd end up becoming a farming simulator enthusiast. But let's face it, you're all kind of gripped. As am I. I'm having some of the best gaming time I've ever had right now. And that's not to diminish all the other stuff we've done. This feels like the crown jewel in the catalogue today. This is up there with the Ender Dragon for me. Mowing a field. Got 70s radio on. And this fine example of a tractor. Couldn't really ask for much more, could you? Yeah, this is it. I see the my eyes have got accustomed to it now, and I can see the grass clippings down there on the deck. Doing all right. I feel like I'm almost in virtual reality, to be fair. It feels pretty realistic to me. Oh, careful, boy. Hulk Hogan's tractor. I see it now. It's more red than yellow, though. Proper in the Silage Boy game. I think we've done enough now. I think we can cut it in stride. We can just go up and down now, which would actually benefit us, because that's what this is for, so you can get more done. So we just need to square the edges up, but it's not going to work. It might work. We've got it nailed now, gamers. There you go. Nailed it. So everyone sit down and enjoy what we're achieving here. I think we're right to take this job. It's only right round the corner from Brian's. Fantastic. Hello Patty Allen, hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying the grass cutting we've got going on. Well, we left a bit there though, didn't we? Hopefully you subscribe. It'd be fantastic to welcome someone new to the family. We need pictures of you, what you're eating for your tea, what you've had for your ploughman's lunch, and what agricultural wear you've got on. Let us know if you've got your flat cap on, whether you've got an International Harvester baseball cap on, or how you're cannot wait until the sprayer mod is out. I thought sprayers were in this. I saw some on the menu. What mod are you waiting for? Let me know. tell you what, Brian down at the agricultural dealer, I don't know what to say, because this thing's John Deere sprayer mod. Ah, I see, right, okay, well, I don't know if you can tell, but we like a red tractor here, but that's not to say the green ones are wrong. It's not to say the greens are wrong. I don't want to get into all that. I've been a bit naughty there, but I'm fresh out of patience for that. I think we've done a good job. We'll have that last bit. John Deere 494. Well, one thing I have to say about this game, the mods are absolutely amazing. Right. Select tool. Let's turn the mower off, we'll lift the mower, we'll fold the old girl. That's great. Okay. And we'll select the rear tool, which we've done. Turn it off first. Lift the old girl, fold, job done. Another job well done. Right, so now we need to TED this bad boy. Where's the gate? Can you see? There. This 70s radio's got some style, hasn't it? Going to be tight, this is. Tell you, it's easy getting in here. You're going to have to come well clear of that gate. Done. Got anything coming? That red car. We'll let him go. Then we'll spin round. We're all clear. This is a fine, fine machine. We use this. Red tractors and green tractors is like watermelon. Keep the red, throw the green away. Yes! Get subscribed now, Patty Allen. Tell all your friends to get subscribed as well. You've just gone straight to the top with the Christmas card list. Keep the red, throw away the green. Brilliant. Right. There's Deb's Babs. Might get a quick brew off her, and then we'll call it game on this episode, because we're 2 hours in. One imagines that's quite a lot. Wonder if I can use my sim rig. I think you definitely can. Right. Let's off hire that there. Right. Lower the mower. What time is it for you? In the game, it's 5 minutes past 10. For us, 10 to 8. Detach. I've just detached that disc fine. That's frustrating. Select tool. There we go. Let's lower, bust this forward a bit more. Lower that mower. Detach. That's that one. It's 1:53 for me. At night or in the morning? In the afternoon. It's in the afternoon. Does that make you American? The good old US of A. Patty, this warms the cockles of my heart. You come to watch this fine, tight-laned Lincolnshire map, you're probably thinking, this is crazy. All this small equipment, but you know what? It's how things get done. I don't quite know how. Texas! Oh wow, that's incredible. That's the Puller Farming Simulator. Do you know what? I don't know what to do with this thing. I think we'll leave it here. I'm done with it. Right, where's that other thing? We need that next, don't we? If I ain't sold you on Farming Simulator yet, have a word with yourself. You drive a hearse? It's pretty dark. I'm not happy with that. We didn't get that bang on. Okay. Right. I think at this point we'll call it a day. So gamers, farmers, I should say, farmer gamers, we put quite a bit of money in the bank. We never got that dog bought, so hold me to task. I don't know if I'm doing a stream tomorrow, but I'm definitely doing one Friday. I'll let you know on the social medias, Unofficial Controller Podcast on Discord, Unofficial Controller Podcast on Instagram, Unofficial Controller Podcast on Twitter. It's not just Farming Simulator, it's all games. But right now we're deep in the lore of Farmerton, the village. Got the red tractor action going on. Beautiful looking Case IH there, sat purring away. Just got to work out whether we need that front thing on or not. I think it's probably overkill, I'll be honest with you, but we'll see. We need to go and ted this grass. I mean, if you're a mortician, it makes perfect sense, Patty Allen, doesn't it? I can't wait to check the Discord to see what you're all wearing on this episode. If you're a viewer that's watching this retrospectively, I hope you've enjoyed it. Pour my heart and soul into this. So a like, a share, a subscribe, change this boy's life. And if you're enjoying this and you want to see more and you want to hear more story and when you want to know about the expanding farm, our contracting life in these early days, you let me know. Reach out to me, questions@unofficialcontrollerpodcast.com. If you like the sound of this strange Lincolnshire bloke and you think, you know what, I like other games, I'll check his podcast out as well while I'm driving in my tractor. You can. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn. Everywhere you can get a podcast, it's on your Amazon Alexa. Amazon Alexa! Alexa! Play Unofficial Controller Podcast. It's that simple. Okay? Thank you for everybody. Like I say, if you've got this far and you've enjoyed what you've seen, click subscribe, click like. Changes my day. Lifts me. It really does. Keep checking the YouTube thinking, whoa, has it gone viral? No. One day I'll be showing this clip and I'll be like, oh crikey. Do you know what? That's amazing. But I like to think behind every number on that screen is a real person, and I appreciate every single last one of you that's took the time to watch. You take care, Patty Allen. Love you too. Bye. Take care of yourself. There's a real person behind those numbers up there on the screen, and I appreciate your time. If it's 2 minutes, 5 seconds, or whatever, if it's the 2 hours, that's amazing. Like I say, this will be back to re-watch whenever you want. There's episode 1 where we got started. There's this episode where we finish off the field. You look after yourself, gamers. Thank you again. I'm going to cut loose, Footloose and Fancy Free. Bobalow's probably never heard of that either. Footloose. Check it out. This is my favourite song. Right. Take care, gamers. Bye-bye.